Hi everyone, it's Miss Ryan again for your second reading lesson of the week, and this lesson, as always, focuses on developing and broadening our vocabulary. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. Here are the 6 words that I have picked out from the text from yesterday that I thought we could unpick further. So we've got the word unearthly, which we talked about what that might mean yesterday. Reverberated, we talked about that as well. Persistent, you might have heard that word before. Chilling, now I've picked out chilling because chilling can have more than one meaning. Unbearable, you might have heard about something being unbearable before. And wretched, okay? So here's how you go about doing it. Move that out of the way. Okay, so you are going to look for the words in the text. So I'm going to do reverberated as my example. So I've highlighted it in the text. I found the sentence that it is in. Now, as always, we encourage you not to use a dictionary at first because we want you to have a good guess, a good estimate at what the word might mean just by reading around it in the text. So let's have a look. The unearthly cries for help from those doomed to die reverberated in the frigid blackness. So these cries are reverberating. Okay, so it's a doing word, they're doing something. So we had a good guess yesterday. I think it means that they might be echoing, okay, or traveling across this frigid blackness. So once you've found all your words and you've found the sentence that they're in and you've read the sentence and you thought, right, I'm going to have a good guess what that might mean, then you can start to fill in the structure that we always use. So here's the template. So you pick out the word. So I'm going to choose this one. Then you define it in your own words. Okay, so I think it means a sound or something that can travel or echo. If these cries for help are reverberating, then I think they mean that they're traveling outwards and echoing. Okay, so in the example in the text, all you have to do is copy the phrase or the sentence the word is in, and again I always highlight it just so I know that I've definitely found it. Just make that a little bit bigger. Okay. Oh, let's move now, just bear with me. So just checking, yes, I've definitely used it. Okay, now this bit's where you can be a little bit creative, so you can use it in your own sentence. So I'm going to think about something that can make some sort of echoing noise, or the noise that can repeat itself. So I might have the noise of the basketball. I have more than one basketball. The noise of the basketballs reverberated around the playground. When I think about when everyone's in PE with the basketballs, you can hear that echoing noise of the basketball hitting the ground. So I'm going to use that one. Again, you can use more than one sentence if you like. Okay, and you can have some openers in and embedded clause. It's up to you. Okay, synonyms. We know are words that mean the same. So we've got echo. We might have reflect, because the sound of reflecting and bouncing around everywhere. We might have vibrate. Okay, and then once you've had a go at doing this, you can go to a dictionary, you can check your definition, how accurate were you, and you can also go to a thesaurus and check your synonyms. Okay, can you add to your work? Opposite of that, we might have something that's mute, something that's quiet, something that's silent. Okay? And that's that. Then, if you want to challenge yourself, oh, here we go. Sorry, here we go. Before I move on to the challenge, this is where you can check. So I've been online to look up reverberate, and it's a verb, it's a doing word. So of a loud noise to be repeated several times as an echo. So we're pretty spot on. And there's an example sentence underneath. Her deep, booming laugh reverberated around the room. And then you've got your synonyms. Echo, re-echo, resound, repeat, resonate, pulsate, vibrate. So you can go back and then add to what you did. Okay? Now, second meaning here, which is quite interesting, is if something reverberates, having a continued and serious effect. Okay? So that might be, so have a look, the statements by the professor reverberated through the Capitol. So that's using a slightly different way there. Like it says here, an example of to reverberate can be a repercussion of something. So when someone's decision causes many different situations. Okay, so that's used in a different way. But the example in the text is when you hear the same sound continuing to echo. Then I've just had a look at some pictures. So you might have you might want to talk about how your sound can echo in a tunnel. You might want to talk about someone's singing voice. I've just got some pictures of some sounds bouncing around here. And then just here on my graph is you can compare an echo and a reverberation and see how similar and different that they actually are. Okay. So moving on to the next slide. Once you've checked it and once you've added to your work, if you want to have a little bit of extra, we introduced this not long ago. So you can look at etymology, where did the word originate and come from, and how has it changed over time. So if we look, it seems here that it's come from a Latin word, reverberare, which means to lash. Okay, so that's quite interesting. And as it develops, reverberate, it means that it's struck again. Okay, so that's quite interesting how it's come all the way from a Latin word, which means to lash out and to strike. And here, how the word has been used over time, how often it's been mentioned. So you can see actually it's quite up and down, and over the past couple of years it's been increasing. So that's something quite interesting to look at as well. So your task now is to have a go, choose a couple of the 6 words, or if you want to challenge yourself, have a go at doing all 6 words. Word, define it in your own words, then check it with the dictionary afterwards. Find it in the text, use it in your own sentence. Synonyms, antonyms, add to it from your thesaurus afterwards. If you want to have a go at etymology, then do so. And if you want to draw it or find a picture that goes with your word, then you can do that as well. And as always, we would love to see the words that you've explored. I know I've had quite a few emails of children showing me all the words that they've had a go at unpicking. So have a go with these words, and don't forget that you can use these words in your writing this week with Mrs. Mehebe. They link in brilliantly. Okay, that's it from me. Have fun with this, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.